game number 4. Vulcan versus Matrin. We are on the lovely map of Two Lakes, and Vulcan brings in the lovely division that he plays a lot lately. 11th parachutist. And Matrin brings in the other airborne. 35th air assault. So this is going to be hot. This is going to be really, really interesting. Vulcan coming in nicely here with a CV for the south. Matrin will go for attack. Before we go in, really quick reminder, guys. Matcherino still around. Can still add a bit of money to the prize pool for free on the side with the sponsor quest here. Just visiting a website, not signing up for anything, just visiting the website. Over here for Lucid Sound adds 20 cents to the prize pool. If everyone in the chat would do so, would do the 2 website visits right now, we would easily add another 20 bucks to the prize pool. So, yep, Matcherino is there for us, guys, to sponsor this tournament, help out the players, earning a bit of money for their efforts here. Getting repaid a bit for the great stuff. Above $300 by now for the first place so in Division 1, so big thanks to all of you helping out there, for sure. Quite a nice reward, but let's get it higher, guys. Let's get it a slight bit higher before the end of WARNO League Season 0. And let's have some fun here. Also, yeah, let's see how it goes here in the south. And yeah, if you're new to the channel, consider following so that you see more stuff when it comes up. Friday, for example, we have the next Friday night WARNO event that will go up as well. And yeah, that will be great. A lot of Steel Division content coming up now as well, as that is in the playoffs. And yeah, every subscription, guys, helps out a lot as well. Big thanks for all the support lately, but yeah, helps out quite a bit. Getting this a bit more professional. Well, this whole stuff. Keeping my effort up. Improving it as well. And yeah, really looking forward for more WARNO in the future. But let's go in here in the second to last or last game of WARNO League Season 0. Vulcan on match ball on the left side here, bringing in the 11th parachutist, coming in with a Mirage 200 from the get-go, whilst Matrin will try to get to that decider match here with a really strong 35th air assault on the other side. Band's 4th moto and the 82nd airborne, so the other airborne band 4th moto, really Vulcan doesn't want to play against it anymore. Spetsnaz GRU here, moving in the north. Mirage 200, trying to find the kill there. Gets heavily damaged by the MiG-29. Gets a bit of damage against the MiG-29, but not much with its gun. So the MiG-29 might be able to win this fight now. No! Actually loses it. Doesn't get another hit in. And the Mirage gets 2 hits in. And gets a couple of gunshots in as well. So, unfortunate loss there. After a good start for Matrin. CV in the south for Vulcan. Deserniki and BMDs trying to flank around here for Matrin. You have to be careful though. French anti-tank rocket launchers with 850 meters can strike out quite far. So the units of Matrin should be careful to not go too deep here. Mirage 200 coming in for the Mi-8 in the north. Mi-8T tried to get out of there. Mirage finds the kill though. Yeah. Big F for the MiG-29 there. Quite unfortunate. Mirage now. Oh no. Oh no. Igla and ZSU not good enough to kill this. Yeah. MiG-29's needed to get the air control here if you want to use helicopters. Ground-based AA on both sides. Really lackluster. Mistral's at least good man pads. Igla decent, but not great. Actually gets strafed to death now. Yeah, Vulcan really strong with that. You can't leave Vulcan the air control when he plays the 11th. Strellas coming out now in numbers. BMDs trying to move deep. BMP2 and Spetsnaz trying to move in here. Spetsnaz outclass the enemy here by quite a bit, but only if they move close enough. And they're not quite close enough now. Once more the issue here. Saw that earlier with Fantix, this time around with Matrin. They still do okay damage, but not great. And the next Mirage 200 comes in for the next helicopter. I don't know what Matrin is trying to do here. He obviously knows about the Mirage 200s. Why does he bring in helicopters without AA protection? It just doesn't make sense, and it's a pretty rough one. Meanwhile, Mirage 200 coming in for the Spetsnaz over here. Gets another elimination. Spetsnaz moving forward. There's a sneaky BMD. Disengaging. +3 for Vulcan. Yes, Vulcan also puts up some pressure in the north. Yeah, one Spetsnaz here getting eliminated. The Mirage 200's just doing gun runs now. AA not good enough. Double 30mm doing a hell of a lot of damage. Mirage 200's really doing their job here. And this is really scary for matrin. AML-90 Lynx also getting a kill on the BMD there. Light vehicles, not so great, but yeah, Vulcan on a good way. I thought MiG-27. Why using... This is really dangerous, and it doesn't even get a kill in. The MiG-27 could easily get murdered by a plane on the other side coming in. Mirage easily could kill this. Needs to be really careful. AML Lynx getting some nice hits in over here. MiG-27 lying around. Nikki BND has to be careful. Mi-8 MTA coming around. And the Mirage 2000 on the hunt. Yeah, Mirage 2000. This time around. Getting some nice connections. Not quite getting the kill, but no SU2. Okay, MiG-29 is out again. Gets the kill there finally. Important kill, but the ground already is looking dicey for the player in red. Still has to keep up the pressure. He has to keep on killing enemy airplanes. Another run here. Another helicopter that is just exposed here. Okay, does dodge with it. Good dodge there by matrin. Strella's being around. Mirage 2000. Not quite as fast as the 200 version, but has better missiles and has 30% ECM. Strella's and Iglas will try to get the kill there, but will struggle to do so. That's the AMLs slowly move forward. No Medis around. Maybe a bit of an issue. No tanks around either. Yeah, I don't know why matrin did play so much. I don't know why matrin did play so much with helicopters without having the AA against 11th. Like, this is quite tough. The Mirages continuously flying around here. Continuously threatening to destroy everything. Mi-8 goes down. AA not quite good enough on the side of matrin to get the kills. AML Lynx coming in the rear. And Vulcan on a good way with 1 feet already in having the championship here. But matrin not over yet. It's not over yet. Has come back quite nicely in the last game. Not quite good enough there. But he for sure has shown that he can fight. And that he can keep coming. Just has to maybe step a bit off the helicopter play. At least until he has more air coverage. Mirage 200 coming around again. Another Mi-8 MT here going down. What is he doing? Why playing with helicopters? Why you use helicopters? matrin, it's really painful. That part is just not making any sense to me. Lynx might be found by the Mi-8 MT here as it is driving over the open. Oh, no. It's good recon. Good stealth. Helped it out there. Got spotted for just a split second. But doesn't get found in the end. And yeah, no MiG-29s to escort those helicopters. Not enough AA to help out winning the fights. Means that this is really becoming quite painful. Like, the amount of helicopters that got gunned down by now is just such an insane value for Vulcan. Same time, AML-90 coming around here now. Trying to do some damage in the rear line. matrin coming in with more Dejanikis. CV over here in danger. Mirage 200 flying around again. MiG-29's slightly superior in a 1v1 usually. Has the better missiles. But they lost out so far. AA trying to come in. One Mirage 200 down. That was a bit of a waste. Has to be careful to fly like this over the open ground. MiG-29 coming around. Mirage 200 is a fast plane though. Can play dodge quite nicely, but MiG-29, great long-range missiles, gets the kill in there. Can dodge as well. Oh, flies a bit deep here. Could have turned a bit better. Yeah, Mirage 200, number 3, gets the kill. Gets killed off by the MiG-29 though. MiG-29 doing the right curve in the north. Why is it flying always... Why is he always flying so deep before he turns it back? Like, he always does a half turn, then he clicks a bit deeper, and then he... Air movement on the side of Matrin a bit weird, but finally gets some solid kills on some enemy planes. But he needed to do that first, and then bring in the helicopter. Like, maybe one helicopter as a bait, and then try to win the air war. But bring in the helicopter first, losing them all, and then bring in the MiG-29s is meaning that you invest a hell of a lot into MiG-29s as well, without getting any benefit out of them. And the Mirage is already paid off. Like, the 2-to-1 trade, yes, at the moment, not amazing for Vulcan, but they already did the damage beforehand, so it was fine at this stage as well. And this is really problematic now for Matrina in the north. So far behind in the trades. AML here not fighting the CV, but being pretty scary on the reinforcement roads. I think the Dejaniki Komrodi here. Dejaniki Komrodi only having an AA weapon, not an AT weapon. More helicopters now coming around this time. Hopefully more MiG-29s coming around to help them, and the Strelas being reloaded. The 8MT. Oh, getting killed off. AA, not good. Oh, okay, just good enough. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Using a Mi-8MT when you kill the enemy plane, that's fine. That's how you want to have it coming. But don't bring in the helicopters before you have the AA. Don't go for the fancy stuff. You need the bread and butter first. And that was lacking so far. So that allows Vulcan here for the heavy push. Helicopters could damage this heavily, as Vulcan has no AA for it now. Mistral's now coming up. Question is, can he keep the helicopters alive? These two Mi-24s are absolutely key. If these can run over this, Matrin, it is back in the game. This is Vulcan's big push here. Vulcan now be it over eager in my eyes. But this is Vulcan's big push. Gets the CV in the rear pushed out. That's quite painful. Mi-8MT maybe should help out there. That's the Deserniki's push here forward. Mirage 200 flying around. Mi-24K now falling back to the rear. MiG-27 maybe at the wrong moment. MiG-29 has to be careful. Has a 60mm, 60% accuracy missile with more range than the Mirage and so on. But yeah, in the head-on you don't want to fight the Mirage. Mirage with 2 guns, if your missiles don't hit, you die to the double 30mm here. So mistake there as well. And +2 for Vulcan thanks to the AML 90 links. Another CV coming in. Matrin really loves his tank CVs. T-64BVK coming in this time around. Trelas not finding a kill onto the Mirage. Mi-24V at least doesn't get killed off in the rear here. But should fly lower. Should change altitude right now. Bit of a mistake on the air micro here. On the helicopter micro as well. Could have easily dodged that. Matrin losing another one here though. And not having the MiG-29s now to defend them anymore it seems. Ooh, MiG-27 here even getting chased. Will get out alive. Mirage 200 still around though. Will go home now. ADBVK will take a while to get into the south though. CV in the north coming in. And Vulcan in a pretty solid spot here. 13 minutes into the game. Still has control over all of this, so the play worked out. Mistral's now around, so helicopters can't come in here anymore. The only helicopter close by got shut down. Other one now in the south. Not really in a helpful spot. AML 30 links, 90 links also shutting off the reinforcement road. Vulcan really ahead on every metric. Matrin has to do a long comeback here to get this back. And yeah, it will be really tough to achieve. MiG-27 coming around once more without air support, AA support, like without a MiG-29. Gets the bombs out. Mistrals get the double connection though. Best manpad in the game. 5 damage, so 2-shot plane, 60% accuracy. Good range. Bombs didn't do much. MiG-29, 27 bomber, pretty expensive. Jaguar cluster on the other side gets the T-64 BV. Strelas at least get the kill there, but still an okay trade for Vulcan. 195 point plane for 200 point tank. So, and especially the time that matrin needs to get another one to the front line, whilst his other units can push forward. The positional advantage that Vulcan got by killing this tank is really big. As the infantry of matrin now can push easier. Strela without supply here now. More Dejanikis coming in, but yeah, Mirage 200s hunting down the next helicopter here. Oh, finally one that dodges. But no MiG-29s around anymore. No AA to support it. This is it. Army General. If we are really lucky, we get the first one at Christmas, but I don't think so. I would expect it in January. And then launch in February or March. With the rest of the four Army Generals. Like I would expect one Army General like a month before launch. If launch is later, we will get it later. Like January to February, I would expect the Army General. First come into early access. And then like launch February to March, or maybe even April. Yeah, Jaguar cluster bombers and so on now going absolutely ham. Besnats in the north in heavy trouble. Besnats OP over here in a problematic situation as well. Mirage trying to disengage. Well, yeah, but the Mirages even can just do gun runs by now. Lynx getting the Mi-24, also big kill there. Like, yeah, I understand why matrin wanted to win this with helicopters, but he just got it the wrong way around. Like, having 2 MiG-29s that then kill a Mirage 200, 2 versus 1 and so on. 1v1 fights in the air are just such a snowballs, and you can't go head-ons against Mirages. The 30mm guns just murder you, and you can't bring in helicopters if you don't have the air cover. Especially not if you don't micro them like Kama. Like, if you're Kama, you maybe can risk it sometimes, but even for Kama, it doesn't pay off usually if he does it like that. And for everyone else, just don't do it. Helicopters, especially against French planes that always one-shot them because of the, or like kill them in one run because of the double 30mm. They're just not great. Like, you at least need to assure that your AA is killing the plane. And even then, it's not really worthwhile, because the Mirages are relatively cheap. 175 and 195 points. So some of your helicopters are actually more expensive than that. And yeah, another head-on here. Another MiG-29 that survives with 1 hit point for now. Gets killed off by the Mistral. Can't take these head-ons. MiG-29s should use the advantages in their missiles for the advantage and then come around. And yeah, this is quite GG in my eyes. +3 for Vulcan. And great finals still. Like, matrin did fight for sure. Rightfully was in this final. Had a great semi-final with Fantix. Super clutch. And Vulcan so far had a great run in this tournament. Really doing well in WARNO. Really showing off. Sagai is here. Good job sitting around. Little cute tankies. Yeah. The division that Vulcan played a lot, I think has 100% win rate on 11th this season. I mean, Vulcan didn't lose many maps in general this season, so pretty dominant in general. Just as dominant as Karma was in Division 2, in Division 1 kinda. Which was a surprise, like, Vulcan didn't come in as the favorite, but he actually had the favorite of a lot of people in his division, in his group, with Genra, but after he won 2-0 with Genra in the group stage, he for sure was on my radar as a potential winner here, and he's doing a really good job here now of doing that. EMD1 under fire. Chasseurs most likely will get it, and then it's a +6. +6 is a hell of a lot of points. 240 points per minute. That ends the game quite quickly. Matrin not giving up. We have seen it many times. Matrin usually only surrenders last second or not at all. But it's kind of over here. The +6 is keeping ticking here. There's a Nikki shooting around. Well, both lost 2 maps so far. Karma lost 2 maps against Leifans, and Vulcan lost 1 map against Matrin and 1 map in the semifinals. So, yeah, same level of dominance. And I don't think he will lose another one. Vulcan with another cluster bomb around here. Strela trying to get a kill, but yeah, the amount of stuff here coming in is just insane. D64Bs not coming around. D30 is now trying to turn it around with artillery play. But there is not enough time for Matrin to do so. There's 4 minutes now until this game is over on the +6. And Vulcan now going into annoyance mode. Bringing in the Gazelle Cannon swarm. As he has air superiority. And the Strela just doesn't have enough missiles to stop them. There's no gun AA up here. Gun AA, only a good way of dealing with the Gazelle Cannon rush. Or solid planes like Alpha Jet also. Great as well. You just don't have the air dominance to bring out the SC-25s or anything like that. So, yeah, +6 here for Vulcan most likely will continue as the Gazelle Cannon swarm comes in from the north. 9 of them. Only costing 180 points. Couple of Puma Pirates. So 11 20mm gun helicopters coming in here. And it seems like, just like Karma, who also finished it. Oh no, Karma finished it with Gazelle Cannons, but with TKS. But yeah, same unit here to finish the job. Karma rushed it a bit earlier, but Strela here still has 4 missiles. Will need them all though, most likely to deal with the Puma Pirate. As it only has 5 damage versus 6 hit points. And might not even be able to do the job in general because Puma Pirate with 10 ECM. So most likely won't hit all its missiles. With only 40% base accuracy. And even reduced by 10% more. Vulcan continues to +6, keeps on moving down here in the south. A lot of units trying to come in here for Matrin. Matrin tries to get a CV in here again. But the Gazelle Cannon swarm now coming around the flank here. Swarming in. Will try to go for the kill. In the setting sun. Turning around here now. And oh, flying actually straight for the D20 the D38 artillery pieces, okay. Well, Zetis might be able to stop them. Strelas against the Puma Pirate. Getting 1 killed. Second one still around. Second one got a couple of shots out. Vesnat's under fire. Dejan Kamrodi. Getting around here. AML 90 links moving up. That's the Gazelle Cannons coming for the rear zone. Not having any recon on them. But they will find the V8 resupply, and now they will find the D30s. First D30 gets killed. Second D30 gets killed. Eaglas coming around, but they are still in transport, not realizing what's happening. Both getting sprayed down on the road. The MD2s don't really stand a chance. They have too little frontal armor, so they actually will get hit as well by the Gazelle Cannons. They do okay amount of damage against the Gazelle, but 9 of them versus 2 is not a fair fight. So the Gazelle Cannons killing off all the reinforcements. Akula now trying to shoot them down, but the +3 still coming in for Vulcan. CV still tucked in here in the rear. Artillery won't find them, as the Gazelle Cannon swarm does continue moving forward. What's moving in? Yeah, EA pieces now coming in will deal with the Gazelle swarm, but they already did their damage. Akula getting some nice hits in. Dejan Komrodi will get killed off here in the south though. And that's then back to a +6. And that's back to fast victory here. Less than a minute at a +6 here left for Matrin. As Vulcan is just dominant in this game number 4. Great series and great play from both players. But Vulcan just that tick better and really deserving the victory here. Great games out of him. And really looking forward to see the big content creator of Eugen System in Division 1 next season. Seeing how well Vulcan will do there. As the K50 Akula moves around in the north. Really great games here. +6 ticking. As the MiG-27 tries to come around, tries to get the Mistral. We rush to thousands and 200s, hunting everything down in the skies though. And the last couple of seconds are ticking. Matrin once more taking it till the end, letting the enemy go to 2,000 points. But GGVP here. Vulcan taking the first place in Division 2. Well played. Really great games. And I hope you enjoyed WARNO Season 0, as that was the last game in it for this one. We're gonna be back, obviously, with more WARNO soon. Friday, for example. Friday night WARNO event. And more tournaments coming up in January for sure. Maybe a Christmas one. Currently trying to get something assembled for that, but can't promise anything like that. And then we're gonna be back with WARNO League at the launch of the game, most likely. Maybe having a pre-event before that. But yeah, hope to see you all there. And well done here for Vulcan. Getting really good game here in game number 3. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't followed yet, maybe follow now so you see more WARNO content when it's coming up. And with that said, let's rate the great player himself. But don't spoil it to his community, as they haven't watched it yet. Yeah, let's rate Vulcan and Hollow Knight, who's playing Hollow Knight. And yeah, thanks for following. Thanks for all the subscriptions, guys. Thanks for the new follows. Thanks for just watching. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.